Hi everyone, we're going to learn how to state the domain of each composite function. So we're going to do all four of these for this one, for our f here and our g here. And the first thing, let's just state the domain of f. Here the domain of f is all real numbers, but x can't be -3. And on this one for g, we have all real numbers, but x cannot be 0. And then we're just going to go through and do all four of these. We're going to compose them and then state the domain. So for the first one, we have f of g of x. So we're going to do f of 2 over x, which equals 2 over x divided by 2 over x plus 3. Now this equals 2 over x. I'm just getting the common denominator here. 2 plus 3x over x. Now, just looking at this, I'm going to simplify this, but just looking at this, if you look at the numerator, we can't divide by 0. So first of all, for the composite f of g, we can't divide by 0 here. And also, if this portion is 0, so if I have this numerator part here, set that can't be 0. So x cannot be -2 over 3. You plug in -2 over 3 into that, you get 0, and then you'd have this portion divided by this. So this is what we have, is x cannot be -2 over 3. So the moral of this story is, before you simplify, once you do the first composite and then you simplify that part, then find the domain, and then after that we can simplify further. So basically what will happen here is the x's can cancel out. You have 2 over 2 plus 3 to the x. If you didn't, if you waited, this is f of g. If you waited to simplify, you would have missed this portion. Okay, so don't find the domain after you finalize and simplify it. You do it before you simplify. Okay, let's move on. So now we're going to do g of f. So this is going to be g of x over x plus 3, which equals 2 over x, and then we have x plus 3. And you look at this, and this is before we simplify here, so this is the major one. We can't have x being 0, because if this is 0, we'd have 2 over 0 over 3. That equals 0, so you'd be dividing by 0. Also, we can't have x equaling -3, because then you'd have 2 over -3 over 0, and that part's undefined. Okay? Now the next one we have is, we can simplify this. If you simplify this, this would be, we can move this up front here, so this would be 2 times x plus 3 over x. You can distribute if you want. So if you just based it off this, you would have missed this -3 part. Okay, the next one is f of f. Let's just write it this way, f of x. Let's erase that. All right. So that's going to be f of x over x plus 3, which equals x over x plus 3 over x plus 3. And this is plus 3 here. I'm going to go ahead and simplify the denominator here. So you're going to get x over x plus 3 over x. This is going to be, basically when you simplify this, our common denominator, whoops, is x plus 3. So when you write this, let me move that again, you're going to multiply this by x plus 3. So what you're going to get is 4x plus 9 to have the common denominator. So now looking at this, we can't have this part equaling 0, nor these two parts. So basically we have, it's all real numbers, but x cannot be negative 3, and also x cannot be negative 9 over 4. Because just like we said before, this one can't be 0. Now simplifying this, I can just cross out these two. We get x over 4x plus 9. And again, so that would be, this one is f of f. So basically, if you simplified first, you would have missed this one. And the last one we have is g of g. Okay, which is g of x. We don't need this one. Alright, so basically we're going to have 2g of 2 over x, which is basically 2 over 2 of x. So basically on this one, with this composition, we just have x can't be 0. However, when you simplify this, you're going to get 2x over x, because I can bring this x up here and multiply, which equals 2. So if you simplified first, you would have clearly missed the domain on this. That's all. We're going to do 6 more. They're going to get a little harder. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.